Got an excellent show here today. My phone is charging up. This is a response to MD. Oh gosh, MD, MD, creating all these straw men. MD. Let's deal with the topic at hand. Because MD said I failed to mention that the Republicans, which is just for show, are signing this pact. Oh, they don't want to support Zelensky. Zelensky just got approved. But we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to argue over whether it's a show or not, which it is. It's a straight show. But we're going to address pulling out. Let's talk about Trump's pullout versus any of those rhinos pullouts, man. Those people are rhinos. When I say Rhino Uniparty, but let me address MD because MD wanted to compare. I'm assuming MD you wanted to compare Russia to Afghanistan. MD wants to compare Russia to Afghanistan. Let's talk about it. Russia, as of right now, and MD will agree with me. I don't know why we even entertaining this, MD. Is that Russia is not the aggressor. Let me say that again. Russia is not the aggressor. If they were the aggressor, Zelensky would be dead by now. Tanks would have rolled over into goddamn Kiev, and the country we known as Ukraine would no longer be in existence. You know this, MD. So why you would get on here and paint this picture like I'm not telling the truth about you know, the whole, it would create splinter cells. MD is trying to make goddamn Russia sound like Afghanistan. He is comparing a sophisticated army, a sophisticated goddamn government, a sophisticated society to the Taliban. MD, now I know you trolling me now. I know you got to be trolling me at this point. You're comparing Russia to Afghanistan, to the Taliban, talking about, they would have all kind of splinter cells. The only splinter cells that would exist would be on the Ukrainian side, not Russia side. So I don't know how we comparing the two. And you know what's going on with me and MD? We're talking about two different narratives. It is a racket. You didn't scam. That's what I said right over your head. It's a scam. It is a scam. So when Zelensky over there, oh yeah, they're going to act like they're having pushback. Everybody got their hands in the pot of this thing called the Ukrainian war. And if MD, I hope you do a response again because I want you to specifically address that the Ukraine war is not a scam. Oh yeah, I'm having bad. Okay, I'm back, y'all. So I had a little disconnect. Went underneath the mountain, Arabia Mountain. But again, MD, man, you keep painting this picture like I said, we're having two different conversations. We're having two different conversations. And like I said, just like your musical taste, just like the mainstream music and the mainstream news, like you said, when you cross surfaces, all those people are under the same umbrella at the end of the day. But I'm not going to get into that. We just, well, I'm going to assume Russia because news sources that you use paint a picture of Russia the aggressor. Ukraine can't do nothing without us. Without our funding, Ukraine can't do shit. In fact, again, I stand by saying Zelensky is the money launderer. I stand by that. I stand by that. And I see the scheme. And what I'm saying is Trump see this game, but I'm saying Nikki Haley does not see this game, just like you don't see this game. You don't see the scheme. Those, well, you know what? I take that back. Those rhinos that you want to vote for, like Nikki Haley, she sees the scheme, but she don't expect you to see the scheme. I see the scheme, but then I'm talking crazy. All y'all got to do is put. All you got to do is put the pieces together. MD. One, Ukraine is losing. Now I know you're gonna say, "Oh, how you know that? You're not over there." And you talked about John Ritter, and you talked about, regardless of what you say about John Ritter and uh, Colonel McGregor. See, this is a tactic that the left wing media tends to do. The mainstream, they tend to distract you. No matter what you say about, they said that this is about Trump. When they say that Ukraine is losing the war, Ukraine is losing the war. I have more sources. I just use them because I can send them to you on a platform that's shareable. I don't give all my sources away because some of my sources don't want to deal with people just with me. They just want to deal with just me. They don't want to deal with everybody. So just know that Ukraine is losing the war. But all you got to do is read between the lines. Read between the lines of goddamn that dude from the Pentagon with the big ears. I got to remember his names. I keep them saying the dude from the Pentagon. But all you got to do is listen. Listen to Biden. Listen to Biden. Uh, Biden says it's up to Russia to end the war. It's all in Russia's hands. Does that sound like somebody who's losing the war? Biden said, and I quote, MD, it's all up to Russia. Russia can end this war. It's all on Russia. He didn't say it was all on America and all on freedom and all on Zelensky and all on the right. No, he said it's all on Russia. That means Russia has the upper hand, MD. Here we go. Nobody denied that. Deal with the GOP doing exactly what Trump said. Okay, let's deal with that, MD. You know what? I might have to do a damn. I might have to do a live stream, man, so me and MD can goddamn have this conversation. But MD, what I'm saying is that Trump, his policy is different than the GOP, and I stand by that because he already has the experience. He already has the rapport with goddamn not only Zelensky and goddamn Vladimir Putin, which Vladimir Putin is already expecting him. Would you agree to that, MD? So, yeah, I'm talking about a hard pullout, and I stand by the hard pullout. I stand by that because you said, sir, you said that if they pull out, it's going to be another Afghanistan, and I'm paraphrasing. You're basically saying it's going to be another Afghanistan, and I'm saying no. Like, okay, let me ask you a question, MD, so I don't assume the wrong thing. Who is the aggressor in the Russian-Ukraine? I'm gonna wait back and see your answer, so I know where to go. Blackson and DAWN high on the pie. You see, you're not being serious, MD. MD, answer my question. Who is the aggressor in Russian-Ukraine war? I'm not going to even look at your comments because you're going to crack jokes. I already know you're going to make me laugh, and you're going to try to discredit me by make it seem like I don't know what I'm talking about. Who is the aggressor in the Russian-Ukraine war, in your opinion? Just in your opinion. Because I want to see who this Afghanistan applies to. I'm assuming, but correct me if I'm wrong, that you're talking about Russia. I'm assuming that you're talking about Putin, since you like to go with the mainstream media. There is no Western media that paints Zelensky as the aggressor. So I am going to assume, unless you correct me wrong, I'm going to assume that you're talking about Russia being the aggressor in that war. So let's start there. We're going to break this all the way down like a shotgun, MD. Damn, I knew I should have went on goddamn. I didn't know you were going to come up, man. I should have went on goddamn. I'll be home shortly, man, so we can finish this conversation. But I just want to know who's the aggressor. Because I think that'll alleviate all the misunderstanding that you're having. Because, like I said, we're having two different conversations. So Ukraine military. So you're saying that Based on what you just said, MD, you're saying that Zelensky, you're going against the mainstream media. You're saying Zelensky is the aggressor. Okay, so now that we got that Zelensky is the aggressor, and we got Ukraine is the aggressor, that's what I'm assuming based on that comment. You're saying if we do a hard pullout, that Ukraine cannot stabilize themselves. Remember, it was the Donbass being massacred. It was the people of the Donbass, the Russian, ethnic Russians that were being slaughtered. You agree with that, right? I want to make sure we're on the same page because somehow we're having two different conversations. You're trying to push your narrative, I'm trying to push mine, and we're like, we're doing this. From your last video, we're doing this. Because I'm like, what is MD talking about if we pull out, do a hard pull out? And again, that's addressing a policy. You even said it. You contradicted yourself. You're saying that Trump is no different than the GOP. And I'm saying, no, it is different than the GOP because, and you might call me QAnon, and that's okay. You're going to call me QAnon. I got the tinfoil hat. Nikki Haley is in on the money grab of Ukraine, is what I'm saying, but you didn't address that. But I know I'm off my rocker. I'm sound crazy. I sound like a conspiracy theorist. But yet, Zelensky just got approved for $100 billion once again, and he's going right back to funnel that money, not to Ukraine because they know Ukraine's lost the war. The Pentagon, that shit's already leaked out that the Pentagon's lost the war. But what you gonna say? Oh, John Ritter and goddamn McGregor off they rocker. No, what is off the rocker is us keeps goddamn supplying that goddamn war, MD. You know they losing, bro. You know they losing, but I know you can make an argument and say, you know what, I tell you what, because I feel like we gonna keep doing this. I tell you what, because we need to hurry and get this first debate out of the way. I tell you what. Because I know this last thing you did, Trevor wants to see the debate, right? He wants to see the debate. And you know, Trevor is he's on the right. He's like a Christian nationalist, and you know, Vincent's on the way left. Why don't we get both of them to be judges in the debate? How about we do that? So we can get this thing out of the way, because I want to debate you on this pullout. Because goddamn, this pullout, like you are not getting, like, that's not Afghanistan. Ukraine is not Afghanistan. As much as I don't like the damn Azov Nazis and shit, but let me see what damn I'm saying without neutral meditation. I agree with that. The the political heads of Ukraine will never back away. Well, then they can get slaughtered to the last Ukrainian from fighting Russia based on territory. Sleeper cells will be created to terrorize the people of the Donbass. Man, MD, you about, man, we need to set up a debate on that. Man, them goddamn people will get slaughtered by Russia. What are you talking about? And they will get slaughtered by Russia. The Russians will slaughter those goddamn sleeper cells in 24 hours. They will get buried right next to goddamn Prigozhin. They will get slaughtered. Man, come on now. You know, man, you know better than this. You know Putin is holding back. You know that, MD. I'm saying without neutral. Oh gosh, MD, man, MD. I tell you what, MD. I'm gonna close this out. You talk to Trevor and Van Cat, man. Have them goddamn be judges, because we got one on the right, one on the left. I think they cancel each other out. And yeah, let's set up this damn debate. It'll have to be after I get back, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's set it up, the first one, so we can set up the second one. Because goddamn it, you really think Ukraine is going to end up like Afghanistan? And I'm like, it's not going to happen, bro. America's not going to allow that to happen. Trump has already had the experience. You call it, oh, you know, Black Sun's about Trump cultism. He has the experience, boy, and we're in a stage now. I ain't got time to be listening. Now, I'm not trying to take away. You should have the right to hear debates, but it's funny how you don't talk about how Biden is not debating, but we're not going to get into that. He said, no, I don't close it. Speak your piece. Okay, I won't close it. Okay, let me speak my piece. What I'm saying is that Trump's pullout is not the same as the GOP pullout. The GOP, they're lying. They don't plan on pulling out because it's a money grab. That's what I'm saying. Now, if that sounds crazy to you and off the rocker, then so be it. Ukraine is a fucking money grab. And Trump sees that shit, and that's why they want goddamn Trump with these trumped up charges. You're saying, and it's funny, you keep saying, oh, Trump is guilty. Well, allegedly. Well, then let Trump have his day in court. Because we know, goddamn, that shit's they're gonna kick the can down the road with that. So again, I'm gonna say this once again, don't hold your breath on that, MD. I don't want you to die a terrible death of suffocation, so don't hold your breath on that. So it ain't gonna be no conviction of Trump. That's not gonna happen. That is the reality. That is the reality. And if he is, let's just say hypothetically, let's just entertain the craziness. Let's entertain the real off the rocker conversation. If he is convicted, he's still going to be president because there was no insurrection. That insurrection shit applies to the goddamn Civil War. They cannot prove no insurrection. But MD tends to always ignore goddamn Biden. You want to ignore everything that goddamn Biden does. That's why I kind of look at people sideways, be like, oh, lock Trump up, and and they don't say nothing about Biden. Come on now, man. You talk about Constitution violations. I see constitutional violations being violated everywhere. Two wrongs don't make a right. I see Danny Willis violating the Constitution because you can't. First of all, you can't prosecute no goddamn uh, federal agent under state court. But you're such a constitutionalist, you should already know that. You should already know that. But again, like I said, I'm going to speak my mind. Trump's pullout is not like the GOP. The GOP is just talking shit. He just got approved for that goddamn money. They're just goddamn doing the dance, doing the cursey, doing all the formalities, but the check is already written, MD. The check is already written. They had already written the check before he even landed in D.C. Are you kidding me? That's what I mean by goddamn drinking the Kool-Aid. That's what I mean by drinking the Kool-Aid. You too smart not to know that they didn't already have that man's check. He not gonna hop on the plane unless he know there's a guaranteed check that's already written. Come on, MD, stop it, man. And Nikki Haley and all those rhinos know this. Playing that, the Republicans were against, we're going to put a stonewall against a check. Yeah, right. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. Come on now, MD. What's MD saying? Biden has not been indicted, nor Fannie Willis, but Fannie Willis will be impeached. And because a person's indicted, they're guilty? Is that how that works? Oh, I get it. That's how that works. When a person's indicted, they're automatically guilty in your eyes, but not in my eyes. So again, we're doing this because he's not guilty in my eyes under some damn conviction. But again, I know how the court system works. I know how goddamn indictments work, charges work, and I know how goddamn going through the court system work. I know how plea deals work. I know how goddamn cranking up a jury works. I know how all this thing works because I've been through it. But back to like I said, to the goddamn money grab. This is all about the money grab at the end of the day. The whole indictments, Trump versus goddamn Biden, all this, the policies we're talking, all involves the money grab in Ukraine. Let's see, keep you putting words into my mouth. I never said he will be convicted. So, but you're assuming because he's indicted, you're assuming he's guilty, and you've already made several uh, accusations about Trump that he violated the Constitution. But how can he violate the Constitution if he has not been convicted? That means accusing a person because of indictment of being guilty. That's what you're doing there, sir. So you're violating Trump's due process when you do that. So again, we're having two different conversations. You cannot. I don't care what you've heard and what the indictment. So I'm assuming at the end of the day, you would have to backtrack all that if they find him not guilty, right? Because we're still at a stage where he's neither guilty or not guilty. We're still at that stage, right? It's just an indictment. That's what indictments are. You know better than that, MD. You know better than that. But again, allegedly, yeah, right, allegedly. But you have said again, don't make me play it back. Don't make me do you like Chris Weiler. Don't make me play it back when you have said Trump violated the Constitution. Did you or did you not say that? Because you got on radio bragging about how you know about the Constitution, you know it better than anybody else, and Trump violated the Constitution. That's what you said, sir. That's what you said, MD. You said that Trump violated the Constitution. You said that. And I'm thinking to myself, right, allegedly. But so can we just wait? Can we just wait for an eviction or an acquittal? Because I'm willing to wait. I'm patient because I already know how it's going to turn out. But can Blackson and MD agree to wait for an acquittal or a conviction? Can we wait for that? Can we wait for that? Because I know the real game. I know the real strategy. I know what's going to happen at the end of the day. And maybe MD does too, but all I'm asking MD is let's wait for an acquittal or let's wait for a conviction. How about we do that? How about we wait for an acquittal or a conviction? If there is no acquittal, then I won't harp on it. If there's no conviction, you won't harp on it. Let's agree to that. Let's agree to that. And then we can stay focused with the goddamn policies. How about that? We can stay focused on the policies. We can stay focused on what all this comes down to at the end of the day. Why they don't want Trump in office is because they don't want Trump to end the money grab in Ukraine. That's my stance is. And your stance, I'm assuming, is, oh, well, he violated the Constitution and our constitutional rights. Again, we need a conviction for that, sir. We need a conviction for that. So, no conviction, no acquittal. I guess we just going to have to put that up in the shelf until it happens. So that means now we got to deal with the policy at hand and why Zelensky is here asking for more money. I need millions and trillions of dollars. But I'm off my rocker. I can't have a conversation with MD because I'm saying that Ukraine is a money grab. And because your news media sources, whatever you cross-reference this and that, because you don't jump out the window, because they're not saying that, then you're not gonna even look. You're not looking. Nope. You're not having that. So we're having two different conversations. We're having two different conversations. So yeah, hard pullout will end the money train. Hard pullout will end the money train. And will it cause the Al Qaeda's and the Taliban's? No, it's not. It's not gonna happen, MD, because as corrupt as Ukraine is, it ain't gonna be no Taliban. It ain't gonna be no goddamn Taliban. It ain't gonna be no goddamn caliphate. No, it's not gonna, all that sectarian violence and all that. No, they're just gonna stop getting funding and it's gonna end the war. And like you said, yeah, it's a process. Yeah, it's gonna be a process. But again, if you have no If you have no money, you have no war. It's just that simple. If you ain't got no money, you ain't got no war. So guess who's funding the war? We are. And if we stop the funding, then there's no war. Hell. And yeah, you can have these little sectarian things that you claim there's going to be sectarian. I'm saying no. I'm saying no. Without the funding, that's not possible. Indeed. Oh, you agree? It's a process. Then Trump lies to you. No, 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 no. We both agreed that Trump would, I guess, would have to give one more payment, allegedly. Allegedly. Hold on a second. Damn. Man, cut the damn pump on. Damn. Sure, hold on, man. They ain't cut the pump on. What about 24 hours? Once he comes to the realization that they're cutting off the money, you think Zelensky ain't gonna quit? Zelensky got his money, MD. He got his mansions. He's good. So yeah, let me put my tinfoil hat on. The money's not going towards military equipment. Why do you think they're getting all old shit? Is the money going towards military equipment, MD, or going towards goddamn Zelensky's mansions and his goddamn hold on, y'all, hold on. Give me 1 second. They gotta cut this pump on, man, because I gotta peep shit. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, y'all. So we've seen this story before. Afghanistan with Bin Laden in the 80s. I agree. Sudan and Rwanda. I agree. It's the same play, and you think it's magically going to stop because Trump said so. So then, MD, what you're saying is that if Zelensky comes to the table with Trump and Vladimir Putin, that somehow that's going to destabilize the Ukrainian government? I just want to know. Because watch this. I want you to answer that question because I got something for you. And this ain't no trap. This is just, I'm going to just use common sense. And this is not a trick question, it's common sense. So you're saying if Zelensky makes peace That's going to destabilize his government, his position. That's all I want to know. And we can go from there, MD. And you're right, we've seen this story before, but we're talking about Islamic extremists. We're not talking about goddamn uh, somebody who is a who's an American ally. Because now we got one narrative straight. We're saying, so both me and MD is saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, MD, we both agree that Russia is not the aggressor, correct? So you're saying Ukraine is the aggressor. So with that being said, you're saying that if Zelensky sits down and have some peace talks, that they're going to kill Zelensky, or that his government's going to get destabilized, he's going to get assassinated. Is that what you're saying, sir? Because I once upon a time believed that, MD. I don't believe that no more. I believe everybody got their palms greased. But for me to accept your narrative, it cancels out my narrative that damn Ukraine war is a goddamn money grab. I see what you're doing. So again, it's not a trick question. Will Zelensky come into the table? And you know Russia's not going to give up shit. You know that. Now that's one thing. Well, I'm not going to even because if we do a hard pullout, it's going to create disdain towards the Ukrainian government, and they'll become rogue. Lives will be lost for no reason. I disagree with you, not MD, and let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I disagree with that. I don't know if you're aware. Poland said they're no longer funding Ukraine, right? Their next door neighbors are not funding them, and Hungary, Hungary's not funding Ukraine, and now we get President goddamn Trump in there. They're not going to get no funding. So how long do you think? Long do you think they're going to sustain that? You just made my point. Tell me how I made your point, sir. Tell me how I made your point. Because if I made your point, MD, then I will concede. But you got to explain how I made your point. Because I think you're making my point, but I will concede if you can show me right now how I made your point. I will concede to that point if you can show me how I made your point just now. And I'll concede right now. I will instantly concede right now, and then we can move on to the next points. So now you got to show me how I made your point, MD. How did I make your point, MD? You said your strategy will create World War III in Europe. What? Oh, wait a minute, MD. I thought you had something here. You would have went. Your strategy will create World War III in Europe. Not without the funding, sir. MD, let me say this again, MD, because I don't think you heard. I don't think you understand what I'm saying, MD. Boy, MD, you went from, damn, I thought you had a good point, bro. You done went, and you call me QAnon. How are they going to go to war with no funding? Germany is in a recession, right? France is selling wolf tickets. Poland said, you know what, we can't fund them no more. Trump is about to come in and say, we can't fund you no more. Hungary said, we can't fund Ukraine no more. World War III, how? How? Hold on, let me pay for this gas, bro. I'll be right back. But you come up with an answer. I'll be right back. Sorry it took so long. Sorry it took so long. So, so. MD says, and this I like this answer MD gave, but it's not good enough though. MD, it's a good answer, but I already know because he says if Ukraine goes rogue and attacks a NATO European country, despite how underarmed they might be, what's NATO going to do? The same thing they did in Darfur, the same thing they did in goddamn the Congo, the same thing they did in goddamn let's see, Darfur, Sudan is just going to be it's going to be like it's not going to be no World War III. Come on, MD, how's it going to be World War III? You're talking about a rogue state. Let's just say Ukraine gets destabilized. Man, they're going to crush that. They're going to crush that. That's not going to be World War III. That's not going to be World War III because Russia ain't got nothing to do with that at that point. At that point, it's going to be rogue Nazis against goddamn NATO, and they attack NATO. They're just, I got what you're saying. You saying that shit could spill over, man. You get Trump in office, you have Trump and Vladimir Putin. They will goddamn squash that shit. You talk about two major powers, they will, man. But you know what? I know that's a pipe dream. I get it. He gonna say I'm really QAnoning right now. So, so it's gonna be Afghanistan. Thanks for making my point. But it's not gonna be World War III. And no, it's not gonna be Afghanistan because they will put that down within hours. Afghanistan, you had in the mountains, man. You talking about those people, terrains. Ukraine, they're already fucking, man, come on, MD. Ukraine is already leaking. You already got people trying to abandon. They're trying to, you're, you know, it'll be not, it won't even be like, it'll be like Boko Haram. It'll be like Boko Haram. NATO will come in within 24 hours and wipe them out, and they'd be gone. It'd be nothing but a memory. They'd be just like Boko Haram. Oh, so it's going to be Afghanistan. Thanks for making my point. MD, come on, man. No, 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 no. We talking hypothetical here. I'm feeding into. Actually, I'm not agreeing with you, MD. I'm feeding into your hypothetical. I'm entertaining your hypothetical, but no, I don't think it's going to go down like that. But right now, for the sake of I'm just entertaining your hypothetical. You know that's what I'm doing right now. I don't think it's going down like that. I don't think them people have the endurance. They do not have the intelligence. They don't have the strength. They don't have the goddamn aptitude to goddamn just stand alone and like that and have no. That shit will fucking no, no, bro. I don't think no. They don't have enough people to do that, man. I don't think so. They've already lost about 400. Is it 40,000 or 400,000 troops? They don't have enough people to sustain that, what you're talking about. They don't have enough people to sustain Afghanistan. They don't even have enough people to really. They maybe got enough people to do a to do a Boko Haram. That's about it, man. And that shit's not gonna last too long. So, for the sake of argument, to I will concede to your point. It'll be in Afghanistan for about 3 days. There, you happy, MD? So, for the sake of winning the argument, yeah, they'll be Afghanistan for 3 days. They will fucking, whether it be Russia or NATO, they will squash that shit so fast. Again, Putin is holding back. Putin is holding back. But don't give them Biden no ideas now. Because you know, goddamn CIA will try to create that scenario just based off of what we're saying. Because they're not smart enough to come up with that scenario. But yeah, you talk about sectarian violence. Yeah, that shit will last about maybe 3 days tops. So I will concede to your point to 3 days. So yeah, 3 day Afghanistan. that they will goddamn shut that shit down so fast. So yeah, they will have a 3-day Afghanistan, and they won't lose as many people as they lost in the goddamn meat grinder. If during this whole war, they'll lose less people. I guarantee you that. They'll put them down in 3 days, and they will not lose as many people as they've lost in this war, or if they continue to do this war. But I will concede to your point, MD. Yeah, it'll be in Afghanistan for 3 days. So I will concede to that. I give it 3 days though. Thanks for making my point. Okay, so y'all, I made goddamn MD's point. It'll be Afghanistan for 3 days. There. There. Okay. And that's only entertaining your theory. Again, I don't even think it'll come to that, but just for the sake of entertaining your logic, your narrative, I would give it I would concede to that point just for the sake of entertaining your argument, and it would only last 3 days. He laughing. I don't know why that's so funny, man. That's why I'm gonna head to the house, MD, and I'm gonna do a proper show where you can jump on and I can get all your points. Everybody can get your points because I don't even think they can see the damn chat right now with this YouTube shit. So I'm gonna crank the show up when I get home, man. And we gonna. You didn't even do a damn Starfield live, man. I was waiting for you to do that, man. Waiting for you to do a Starfield live, but I don't know what happened to that. So, but I know you're working and everything. But again, if you want to hurry up and have this debate, because apparently Trevor wants to see this debate, ask him if he'll be a judge. Since you want to see it so bad, Trevor, be a judge. Hell, bring down. In fact, make it an odd number. Bring goddamn. Oh God, I don't know. That it'll be kind of stacked if I goddamn ask for a third judge. But I think MD and I think Trevor and I think Trevor and Venkat will be good judges, and we'll let the goddamn audience be the tiebreaker. I started it, but I had the plumber come to the house early. Oh, okay, no problem, no problem. So yeah, hey, trust me, I know. Who the hell's that? Parking in front of man. Why do people always be parking in front of my car? Damn, people always park in front of my shit. Like I have a big sign that says "Park next to my car," or "Park right in front of my car." All right, let me get this damn paperwork, man. I'm. All right, y'all. Let me cut the thing off, man. I'll be at the house shortly, man. I'm conceding to MD's point about Afghanistan, just for the sake of argument. It'll only last 3 days, though. But yeah, I'll concede to the Afghanistan, the sectarian violence. I don't think it's going to go there, but for the sake of argument, just hypothetically, even if that would go in MD's favor to prove his point, it would only last 3 days. But yeah, that proves your point. So yeah, the point is he made his point. I concede to that point, but it would only last 3 days. So, but I really don't think it would go there. But just for the sake of argument, MD, yeah, it would only last 3 days. So yeah, Afghanistan, but it won't be no World War III though. So I don't know if that was to just try to trick me up to make your point. You know damn well it won't be no World War III. So, but I see the strategy is you get good veteran move there, man. Good veteran move, man. Yeah, man, good vet move. But yeah, get who you need to get as a judges, man, so we can hurry up and have this debate. All right, y'all. With that being said, man, see y'all in a little bit, man. Peace out. See you in a bit.